What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Friday night of the Infinity Equation. And man, do we have a lot to talk about tonight? Damn lot of nonsense talking about tonight. But I want to welcome everybody who's out here viewing us. Appreciate you coming out here. High School Creations, Mighty Most Jeff, Greg Miller, Ewan, Salvador Sendova. I think I'm saying that right. I probably am saying that wrong. Action Figure Expert. TJOC, Chris Johnson, Crazy Tune Productions, Sacrifice Productions, Disavowed, Chris Serta, what is going on? Rob Olivia, Born to Hulu, Trevor McGuire, McGuire, I said it wrong. Blake, Ron Ramos, and Andrew Marks, who said hello. And Stryden, what is going on, everybody? We're just going to get right into it. As always, I'm here with this gentleman. If you read the information underneath, that's just what happens to him every week.
You can change it? I didn't know you had authority to change it. Laser Pants, I put totally not fired, and this fool changed it. What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan, aka Laser Pants 81. Thanks for joining us. I think Bobby might have a few things to talk about tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Always.
Should be fun.
The Mr. Hostility, I think he's going to wage a one-war army against Hasbro sooner or later. But there might be some friends he'll let survive out of this. Mr. Valverse himself. How you doing, sir?
I don't know why you have to make it about like me, like I'm the only one mad about today.
I didn't say you weren't mad.
If you're not, I know Todd's excited about these figures. I'll let that fly. But, 99% of everyone else is pretty fucking pissed. So I'm gonna be the people's voice today.
There you go. The people's champ. We got more than one. It ain't The Rock.
Hey man, I wasn't a Rock fan. I was an Austin fan.
Really? You weren't Rock?
Oh.
I enjoyed both of them. Enjoyed both of them just as much.
Listen,
then we got Mr.
The Rock was lame.
And Mr. Newshound himself, Todd Rectangular. How you doing, sir?
Good. What's happening?
Good.
You guys have watched Mando, and I am getting ready to watch it as soon as the show's over. So I'm pumped for that.
Man, that Mando was damn good. Mando was good today. That little mofo actually did some work today. Oh my goodness! Real quick in the news, the Hollywood Report confirms Marvel hired screenwriters Bob Burgers duo Wendy Monix and Lizzie Monix Logan for Deadpool.
Deadpool 3.
Yeah, so I'm really wondering if they are going to finally add him in the MCU.
I don't know, but I've never watched Bob's Burgers, and apparently that's primarily where these women come from.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers is pretty funny. And then Dan Trachtenberg has been hired to direct the new Predator movie.
Oh, Jesus
God.
Christ.
Oh God.
Who is that?
Dan Trachtenberg, he directed one movie. I just talked about it with a friend of mine. I forget which movie he did, which was pretty good.
I'm betting it'll be a reboot.
I don't know. I think it's just going to continue in the line because that last one they made was trash, but the Predator before that was fine.
Oh, the one where they go to the Predator planet.
Yes, that one I was fine with. Like, that was kind of cool. Like, they get snatched up and get actually taken to the planet.
That was cool. No, what was wrong with the last one?
A whole lot. If you didn't watch it, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
I watched it.
You liked it?
I don't know. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it was trash. The story was trash. It's the MacGuffin. The kid was the MacGuffin. That's the trash part about it.
Yeah.
And then HBO has given a series order to The Last of Us adaptation of the PlayStation game, according to Deadline. So if you have played The Last of Us on any kind of any PlayStation, you'd be familiar with that game, man. Kind of excited to see that, but it's not your typical zombie-like story, which is nice. So it'll be something different. All right. Let's get into it. Todd, what you get in your hauls?
Oh, wow. So, yeah, we didn't do one last week. So it's been 2 weeks. I got 2 Carnage figures, one from Target and one from Amazon. Pretty sure that's where I got, yeah. And then I got a couple of WWE figures from Mattel, which I'm not going to go into detail about because I'm going to do some head swaps for those. But so stay tuned. I may or may not do a tutorial on YouTube about that. I got the Slambulance on sale from Target.
Nice.
And I got my girlfriend to order it for me, so she was able to use the Cartwheel app and save another 25%. So got it for like 28 shipped or something like that. So now I have two. So one I'm gonna customize, and then I got the MCU Wolverine on sale on Target, and I just noticed today he's on sale on Amazon too. So I just got him to make a Steve Rogers civilian clothes, basically. The paint doesn't look that good on those faces. Let's see, I got a loose Magic because I needed the arm to put on a Danny Moonstar body, so I can have her in her New Mutants costume. And then I got that one on Mercari. She's getting harder and harder to find for cheap. And then I got the Deadpool trainee because I needed another male body for New Mutants team as well. I got him on sale on eBay directly from Hasbro. And then two more figures came from Target from the Joe Fixit wave. I got a pair of Jocasta and a pair of Kang. And paint is okay. The Kang overall, there's not a whole lot other than the face. There's just the face and then the green, lighter green lines on the front of his tunic. But Jocasta, that silver paint is kind of hit or miss on the front of her. What are you shaking your head at, Ryan?
Dante's out of control.
Yeah. He's drunk with power.
Hey, if Dan Who agrees to it, I don't blame you.
It's past Dan's bedtime right now.
He's up. He's probably sitting in bed next to his lady, listening to his headphones on.
Yeah, he's in the chat. What's up, Dan?
Ryan, aren't we starting our own show? Isn't that what the general consensus was, that we were going off on our own, starting our own show?
Hey, I got nothing going on in my life, so yeah, I got time.
That's it. Go ahead. Start your own show.
Friday night date.
I mean, Dan, Dante, and Brandon, and then the three of us can start our own show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if Laser Pants goes, Chris says like if Laser Pants goes, I go. Okay, that's right.
We're gonna treat this like the Monday Night Wars.
All right,
we're gonna be like the new WCW coming in hot.
That's right. I'll be the new Vince McMahon. Got no chance in hell with that nonsense.
I understood that reference.
Oh, I hit dance like I'm ready to tag in. Told you.
That's everything I got.
I'll get on parallel.
Oh, Ewan wants in. Ewan in the chat. He wants in. That's past your bedtime, Ewan. He's in the UK. Yeah. What's it like? 2 a.m? All right,
Bobby, what you got?
I got 3 things in. I got this guy, Cable.
Thanks.
A pretty nice figure. Not bad. I mean, listen, the PVC weapons, like, Dwight, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, my gun is like a fucking snake.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Come on.
Isn't that a safety standard thing, though?
It's not, because I was able to do ABS weapons on 12-inch Deadpool. And basically all the 12-inch figures I did ABS weapons. But for some reason, they just don't do it for Legends. And I don't understand why. It's kind of like the thing with the codes on the back of the leg. Why can't they put it on the foot? Why can't you do this in ABS? You can do it in ABS. You can put the code on the foot.
Yeah, it's like because they'll save a fraction of a penny per figure, so they're gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. And then I got in this import I got from Empire Toy Shop. It's an Arthur Fleck, but it's like a third party, but it's a really well done. Like the box is magnetized. But it's funny because it says Arthur Wayne and then it says 1/12 Miles Morales. So,
that's awesome.
The figure's really nice. It's a really nice figure. It's like a Mezco figure, so he's got soft goods, but he's really short, like a figure arts figure. That was kind of a bummer, but it was still a cool figure. And then the last thing I got was the greatest action figure ever made, and the greatest basketball player ever, Michael Jordan. This Mayflex Jordan. It's definitely the greatest figure ever. The soft goods are fantastic. The likeness is on point. Comes with 3 pairs of Jordans, multiple hands, multiple balls. Like it cost me a lot, but I don't even really care about the price just because it was like that awesome. So I want to like go through and like pose him out in all of his like most famous poses. So that's why I put him kind of in the like when he was just nailing threes in the playoffs and he was just like, what? So yeah, I want to take some pictures and then put them next to like the real shot when I have time. Although someone's probably going to beat me to that anyway. But that's what I got in.
Right?
Yeah, I got some stuff. Got me a second 332nd clone. Super stoked. Thank you to Ernest in the Plastic Cannibals group. He hooked me up, man. He went to his Target in the Chicago area and he found the whole wave. So he sent me the Maul DeLorean, Ahsoka, and the 332nd figures, which I have never seen at store. I'm pretty sure my pre-orders will be canceled.
Honestly, I checked for you. Nobody had my stores were all tapped out.
No, it's Walmart. If anything, they'll show up in 6 months. I also picked up this turd, but I like it. It's the Negative Zone Spider-Man. Hey, there was only 2 left. This one had good paint apps. I was like, hey, just in case.
I'm disappointed to see this. This
I grabbed it.
This
I'm happy with
to
it.
Get you fired.
I put it out in a couple groups that the Mezco John Stewart Green Lantern was up on Amazon for $65. So I picked up a second just so I could do this with an extra Gomez head. I think it looks pretty cool. Build out my Green Lantern core.
Real quick, Ryan. People are questioning you like at Target. At Target.
What at Target?
Your Ahsoka.
Oh, Ernest Walmart. Yeah, those are Walmart exclusives. By the way, Josh Cheney from Toy Migos is in the chat. He said, "Can I be the first guest on the Laser Pants Valet show?" I'm gonna go over your head, Dante, and I'm gonna invite you on this show. Woo. Let's set it up. Let's bring him on at some point. Let's work it out.
I have no problem with Josh Cheney being on this show. Number 2, next time you go over my head on a public,
yeah,
we're gonna have some problems.
You went over my helmet.
I went over his helmet.
That's right. You know what? This is why you keep taking off your helmet. You're
the
real Mandalorian.
You're the Rick Moranis of podcast hosts. I don't know what that means. What else did I get?
Why don't you watch Ghostbusters first to see what that man has done?
Oh. Hey, I watched Little Shop of Horrors, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
But I'm over here watching Clone Wars, and you can't even sit down and watch Ghostbusters.
No, I'm rebelling. I'm not going to do it now. People were mean to me.
And I'm sitting here trying to watch it in the damn order that's supposed to be. Somebody put it up on the ultimate order. I'm like, okay, whatever that means.
Also, I ordered a few things online from GPS Lot, and this gun that I ordered back in February from some company in Japan, it showed up, I don't know, like a month ago. And I fixed all of Hasbro's issues with this roadblock.
Yeah, I got that one too. That's a good one.
Yeah, you're the one that gave me the link or the idea.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I finally got that. It needs some paint. I'm going to throw some paint on it. But I got this soft good camo shirt from GPS Lots. It was a little big, but my wife knows how to sew, so she stitched it up so it's like more form-fitting. And then I cut up his vinyl vest and made it into like a
Just a web gear strap.
Yeah, web gear.
Yeah,
with belt. I think it looks a lot better. I still kind of want to get rid of all this red paint.
Yeah.
And then I will have the roadblock that I want. And that is what I got. Oh, I also got a McFarlane, that new Azrael. And that is not as good as the first Azrael. It's not a good figure. The first Azrael is awesome. I only bought it to spite Dante.
You didn't waste my money, so you did it to yourself. You didn't waste my money.
No. I didn't waste money. I got the package. I got the receipt. It's going back. Going back to Walmart, baby.
Todd got you too.
Toddy Mac.
That's what he does. So I got another wave of Joe Fix-It-In that I thought I canceled from Hasbro Pulse. So that came in. Don't know what the hell to do with that.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to sell the bath.
I'm about to sell this whole set because I don't want it. All I wanted was the extra Kang and extra Falcon. That's it. I don't need another whole set. Don't need it. But I did get my prize this week, and I'm super happy. I was able to cop a PS5 this week, man, and it felt damn good. I beat all the online scalpers and all the motherfuckers that were trying to scalp it for $1,000, $2,000. So if you want to know how to do it, I can tell you how to do it. But fuck all them scalpers.
Hey, you don't want to get rid of that second Joe Fix-It bath.
Why?
Just like Toy Migos, Josh Cheney said in the chat, put an Apocalypse head on it. I kind of want to do that.
I don't want the rest of the figures, though.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
And one thing I forgot before we move on from hauls. Shout out to Kevin toying around. I got my OG1 shirt. I love it. And he packed it in a Toys R Us bag. So I appreciate that. That was awesome.
Nice. Because you never want to grow up. Because if
don't.
you did,
I never
you
have.
wouldn't be a tourist as a kid.
I'm pushing 40, man. I'm pushing 40. I'm still 14.
Yeah, same here. Oh, man. James like, yeah, get rid of those. Look, I'm trying. If anybody wants a Jocasta, a Kang, a Falcon, you let me know.
I'll take the Jocasta. I'll take the Jocasta.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Claimed.
There you go. All right. So I got a Thunderstrike, a Kang, a Falcon, a Tony, a
You gotta get rid of that Thunderstrike.
Yeah. I wish it was. I wish they would just gave him a second fucking head and a decent.
That's the buck that you worked on, right, Bobby?
I guess. I mean, I worked off the Hercules body, but I think what we ended up doing was we kind of took the same sculpts for the Hercules and then just tweaked the sculpts for Thor stuff, and it got retooled. So it's basically. I piggybacked off the Hercules body. Obviously, the torso is more representative of Thor. So I guess if that's what Thunderstrike uses, but I just mean like his head. And I noticed I saw someone doing like a spin shot of him, and like since the collar sits real high up on his jacket, his ponytail is like almost like a top knot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why wouldn't you just put the collar down? Like. Why would you not do that?
I don't know.
To allow for the ponytail to like sit more natural.
I have no idea.
White.
Thank you, Andrew. Sorry, you gotta get back to work, but appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, Andrew.
I don't know. Like, we're gonna get into that nonsense. We're gonna get into this nonsense. So first things first. Let me see if I can bring it up. I think you had it on your page, Todd. I'll bring it up. Titanium Man, the Marvel Select.
Yeah, go to probably go to Big Bad Toy Stores.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, last night they didn't have the picture of the unmasked head. So I don't know if they've updated it since then, or you might find him on Entertainment Earth also. But yeah, he wasn't supposed to go up till today, and he went up last night. And I thought that they screwed up, that they put the wrong price because he's only $25.
Mm-hmm.
And like Amazon's charging like $30 for a Silver Centurion. So I was like, I think they might have screwed up. So I ordered two.
I thought that the Diamond Selects were gonna get pushed up to $30. I could have sworn that was said at maybe Toy Fair earlier this year.
Yeah, I think I remember Zach saying that.
Hey, I got another question. Did Shartimus already get this? Because I could have sworn, he did a video on it. It wasn't a review.
No, he was the first to reveal it, and
that's okay.
Yeah, and I know that he's got a partnership with Big Bad Toy Store, so I don't know if there was some sort of grease in the wheels as far as that goes.
Yeah,
but yeah, because he was the first one to get the product images. Now, I talked to Adam, who's on the Toy Migos podcast, Van Wickler, and he works for Gentle Giant Studios, and they sculpted this figure. Now, click on the next picture of that figure, Dante. Look at the fucking legs. They put the legs on wrong.
Oh.
I talked to Adam, and he said they sculpted it correctly, but whoever assembled that factory sample, they put the fucking legs on wrong. Because you can see how there's like ridges on the inner thighs. Those are supposed to be on the outside to match the skirt piece.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So
they also owe Toy Galaxy some money because they used his likeness.
Yeah, Dan Larson.
Dan Who said that in the chat, and that reminded me of the Shartimus video because I watched that video and I started dying when he said this is Angry Dan Larson.
Yep. Yo, as much as I want to get this one, I wish it was a different design. That's the only thing. Because he looks like a sad robot.
It's classic, baby.
Classic, yeah.
I know it's a classic, but it just looks like a sad robot. Like somebody hurt his feelings and said, "You know what? You're not a great robot. Just go sit down. Okay, just go sit down."
I would be down for this. I'm passing on it, but I would be down if it was a Legends in that, in that style.
Yeah.
Just because I don't remember Titanium Man being super big, so I don't think that 7-inch will really.
He actually is.
He's actually massive.
Yeah. Was he?
Yeah.
The character is over 7 feet tall, and then the suit that he's in is actually bigger.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture online. If you Google Titanium Man, there's a picture of him in the suit, and he's like 9 feet tall in the suit.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I will. I like to wait until the Disney Shop online Disney Shop puts those stuff on the Marvel Select on clearance all the time.
See, like this picture here, he doesn't look like a sad robot. He looks kind of menacing. He doesn't have like that sad robot look. But I think it's just because the eyes glowing like that.
Oh, there's that picture.
Which one?
A little bit lower. No, you just missed it. I can't find it now.
Oh no!
No.
Yeah.
The angry.
If you move your mouse to the left and then go down a little bit, right before the Mini-Mates, right below the Mini-Mates, there's a picture of the. There you go. There it shows the internal him inside the suit.
Okay.
So he's like 2 feet taller inside the suit.
Yeah, if he bent his elbow, he'd snap his forearm.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find the Entertainment Earth doesn't have the unmasked head either.
Yeah, I have the first Hasbro, the modern version somewhere.
Yeah, that thing is tiny.
Yeah, it's real small. That was back when they were like a true 6-inch, like almost like SHF scale.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, this
is gonna go really well with your Legends. I think it's gonna scale perfect.
But also, like, this look for them too. I think Hasbro could go back and redo this into a better titanium man, but I like that look for him. I have no problem with this look. Or like even this, like a little more sleeker design like this in here, like the one that they did try to make and kind of. Like, yeah.
Hey, people are looking at your open tabs there, man. Ewan said, "Cover up your 2 girls 1 cup video."
There's no 2 girls 1 cup. There's no tabs. Oh, there's nothing to use.
Yeah, man. Isn't it crazy? That was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You should probably watch it, see if it holds up.
I've never seen it. I have never watched that. I had friends come over and like put it on my computer and try it. I was like, nah. Because I already knew what it was. The guy at work was like, "You got to see this." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, and he explained it. I won't explain it here because we'll get banned from YouTube forever. I was like, I'm not watching that, man. I didn't watch Ghostbusters. I didn't watch 2 Girls 1 Cup.
You know what's weird? I don't understand why Diamond doesn't like their Instagram. Like, why aren't they promoting this figure?
I have no idea.
They still haven't promoted Boba Fett or Darth Maul.
They've got Boba Fett up there.
Diamond themselves promoted it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't follow them.
Yeah, but they don't have fucking the Titanium Man.
I don't know what y'all see in these tabs because there's nothing there. There's nothing on my tabs.
Yeah, look how huge he is. He's throwing around Iron Man like a ragdoll.
A action figure expert is taking us to school again.
Uh-oh, wow.
There are actually 6 different titanium mans and like 12 crimson diamonds. He meant dynamo. Crimson, yeah.
I won't argue with that.
No, that guy knows his stuff. He has over 2,000 clone troopers figures. 2,000.
Okay.
Guy's dedicated.
He is. I am not mad at that.
If you're not following Action Figure Expert on Instagram, you should, because his collection is unreal. And he posts shots from his collection every day.
No, you will not see the search history. Why do you worry about? Why do you worry about what I'm searching for? It's Google. I'm sure if you showed us your search history, probably Pornhub comes up with 20 different things on there, huh?
Listen, it's a long list of BBW sites. That's what it is, right?
That's what incognito tab is for.
Yeah.
Right. But yo, I'll mix the good shit with the other shit.
Or Dante, I sent the chat the unhelmeted version.
Give me 1 second here.
Again, I don't know why fucking BBTS doesn't have it. It's up on Dork side. There it is.
Oh yeah, there he is. Look at him.
That is Angry Dan Larson.
Yeah, they just took a screenshot from that video he did earlier this year. They're like, sculpt it. We got our titanium man unmasked head sculpt. But see, look, that head doesn't work. That head should be a lot smaller if that's a 9-foot suit and he's a normal sized man.
Did you get a look at the Silver Centurion?
True. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Do you remember Silver Centurions?
Mm-hmm.
So if you put a legend size head on this figure, it would probably look semi-accurate.
Yeah, or like a wrestling figure's head.
So maybe the modern Mr. Fantastic head. I mean, because that one looks like Dan Larson too.
They did the same thing with the Destroyer. That fucking Odin head is gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Odin head is super adult. Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's bigger than the fucking helmeted head.
How tall? See, that's the question. I thought the Destroyer was always taller than Odin too.
Yeah.
Yeah. His head would be gigantic. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, it's too big.
I like it. I'm getting it. I'm getting 2 of them.
Yeah, I got to pass on it. I'm sorry. Yes, it's not.
If I click on Disney Shop one day and it's on clearance, I'll start it.
There you go. That's probably me.
By the way, that that toy box Spider-Man motorcycle that comes with a better articulated SpiderHam is back up in stock today on Disney Toy Shop. Hopefully it's still there. Also, they have a Hall of Armor for their toy box line, which works really well with Legends, and it's $30.
I don't understand that. I truly don't understand that. How somebody can make a cheap little SpiderHam more articulated than a company that has more money than they can throw around.
Well, Disney owns it, and Hasbro is paying that licensing fee.
Yeah, that's
true. I don't care.
You'd care if you knew what that royalty was.
Yeah. But then it doesn't make any sense. Like, you could put some pieces to make the arms move, do something. You just can't put a static SpiderHam.
Oh yes, they will.
Sad Dante.
Yeah, I'm Titanium Man's face. That's my face right now. Titanium, not angry Dan Larson head, just a robot head. Sad look on it. Like,
Dante Galaxy.
What is my life coming to when I get that SpiderHam that's static? And I don't even like SpiderHam that much, but I understand that people want a figure that can actually move.
Remember the first Rocket Raccoon we got?
Yeah. At least his arms moved.
Yep. Garbage.
I like articulated heroines. They outsourced the articulation of SpiderHam to McFarlane.
I wouldn't be surprised. That would not surprise me at all. I am never collaborating with McFarlane. I'm sorry. Now no action figure, because if he showed me an action figure like this is what's gonna be, I'd be like, we're done. I'm out of here. I'm like, let me bring in my advisor, Bobby Valla, and he can show you how to rank a real figure. Why are you looking at me like that? Let me bring my action figure advisor. Bobby, come in, knock it over.
I was the other day. I was like, man, everyone I always see comments and stuff like that. People are like, man, your figures are leagues better than this or that, and I'm just like, figures aren't even out yet.
The thing is, because when you look, I can explain. Now, I'll explain as best as I can from my point of view. You have McFarlane, who has all this money, who's paying no fucking royalties to anybody, probably except through Mortal Kombat.
You see,
right? You have your own property that you're making a figure of. You ask the people for money to get this figure made. You say, I'm going to put this and this and this into it. And then you come back out and talk about, well, we couldn't put this into it. We couldn't do this with it. So I'm going to kind of compromise. Then you see a review of somebody who has it, and you turn their head, and it doesn't even look good. How is that even a decent figure? Like, how can you even make that? How's that?
To him, it is because he doesn't like articulation.
But that kills me, because you promise articulation, and you just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to still do what I want to do anyway. I'm going to sell you some false goods and still do what the fuck I want anyway."
Can you get your money back?
Oh, I'm going to sell and get more than my money back. If I put it on eBay, trust me, I'll get more than my money back for that figure. When Shardom's put the head on there, it just made me even more mad.
I haven't seen the video yet.
Oh my goodness. So when you put the unmasked head on there, it's sculpted to like you can only have it one way. So he's only looking this way. That's it. If you turn it this way, you can see like this whole piece does not form together at all. It's like his whole collarbone just disjointed itself. And
that's how the final product's going to look?
Yes.
Oh my God. Why?
That's the question I'm asking myself every night. It's that, you know what? I don't have regular nightmares. My nightmares is like when I get this fucking figure, like, why did he do this? Those are the nightmares I have. Like, I question him And his saying, like, Todd, why'd you do this? What made you think this was a good idea? How is this a good action figure?
I'm calling it right now. You're gonna get the figure in the mail, and you're gonna go through it, and you're gonna play with it for a good hour, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, man, I really like this figure."
No, I'm not even gonna play with it.
Gosh,
I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna look at the box and just be like, look, here it is on eBay. Here's all 3 figures, prototype, whatever, the regular figure, signed by Todd, little license plate, number plate, or whatever, name plate on there. It's got the comics. It's all together, complete. And I'm done. Like I can't. You can't give me. I know I asked Hasbro for alternate head sculpts. That's fine to give me one. But at least if I pop the head on there, the head does what it's supposed to do. Turns left and right, up and down. Doesn't detach from the neck, like his neck is broken. You know what? Better than me trying to explain it. I wish I could show it. I just wish I could show it, but we'll probably get hit by YouTube. I just wish I could show this shit. It's just fucking amazing how he thought that was a great idea. You can't turn a fucking head. It looks like trash. I just want to.
Let's talk about G.I. Joes.
Before we get on G.I. Joes, there's one quick thing I did forget. They are going to release Wonder Woman on HBO Max and in theaters.
I hope you guys. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm just going to say, well, I don't know what fucking theater's open to show Wonder Woman, but that's that. Good luck with that one.
I think it has to be in 30 theaters for it to get nominated for any awards for Oscars. So,
what 30 theaters is it going to be in? Is it even 30 theaters even open?
Yeah, there's
That's
50 states. I figure there's at least 30 states that are going to have a theater open.
I think they shut our theaters here in Washington down again, didn't they?
Probably.
I don't know. I'll tell you what, man, the fact that it's coming to HBO Max I think it's only a matter of time before Disney announces Black Widow to Disney Plus. And at that point, I hope you're not a big fan of movie theaters because they're going to be gone.
I'm actually surprised. Like, I was talking to my wife about it the other day, how, like, I think this is what it is going to stop movie theaters. Because with streaming and things like that, people are just used to, being able to just watch in the comfort of their own home. It's like very rarely will I go to a movie theater if it's not one of those luxury movie theaters. Like, I want the experience.
Right.
But like to have a traditional movie theater, it's like I get uncomfortable in a movie theater seat. It costs more for like popcorn and shit than it does for the ticket. And it's like, I don't know. I could sit at home. I could have a drink. Like, granted, yes, they have bars in movie theaters now, which I guess is okay. But I don't know. There's something about just being in the comfort of your own home. I could sit in my underwear. I could sit in pajama pants. Like, I can be comfortable.
But Bobby, remember what I said? Remember I said you have.
I want to get my snuggie. I can get my snuggie. Like,
yeah. But remember what I said? You have a wife, sir. Tell her she she's got one of those big ass purses that she can fit everything in.
We've done that.
Yes. So there you go. You don't have to buy anything.
We usually sneak alcohol in.
See, there you go. You sneak the alcohol in. She got the big purse. She probably got that zipper coolant, inside coolant to keep the beer cold. Like, hey, babe, you want your beer now? Okay, hold on. Gotcha. Yep. You got your mixed drinks up there, like pouring them out. Everybody looking at you like, can I get a cup? I need one, please. I need one. I'm sure that's what happens. Now, granted, I love watching my shit at home. I love it because then now I know if I watch a movie like Annabelle on my watch, I'm glad I wouldn't have paid. I'm glad I didn't pay to see that shit because that shit was horrendous.
What did it for me was the new Bill and Ted. That was the first movie that was brand new that I could just click $20 and watch on streaming. We watched it, we got the big screen, surround sound. I'm like, why would we ever go to a movie theater again? You got to go in there. People are loud. They're on their phones. They stink. You're around some smelly ass people.
It's like almost going to Comic-Con sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like for me and my wife and my kid to go to a movie, $10 to $15 each.
Yeah,
right. We're talking, $30 to $45. I can sit on my couch in my underwear for $20. I got no reason to. Now there is a theater in our area up north of me where they it's like full service. You sit down, you got a little table you sit at. You can order from a menu. It's literally dinner and a movie. Then when you're done eating, the seat's a recliner, right? You got the call button. You can call the waiter. He or she will come up. You can have them bring you a blanket and a pillow, which is cool. I didn't do it because I knew as soon as they give me a blanket and a pillow, I'm asleep. That's it, because I'm tipping back some cocktails at the same time.
Right.
But I have bring them all to streaming. I mean, I hate to see that industry die because it's been around for nearly 100 years.
Yeah.
And it employs a lot of people. That sucks. But it took this pandemic to kind of show me I don't need theaters.
Yeah. Articulated says, but have you ever been to a Navy Pier laser projector and watch a movie there? You can't recreate that experience without a theater.
The one in Chicago? Yeah, and that's true. You can't do that. Yet.
Salvador agrees with Bobby. He says, me too, Bobby. Laugh.
But see, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, there are certain movies that I felt were amazing in the theater, but when I watched them at home, it wasn't the same. Like
Right.
Avatar and Inception, I felt like after I'd watched them at home, I was kind of like, oh man, the theater was such a better experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think Avatar I saw in 3D and then Inception in IMAX. IMAX is amazing. Seeing an IMAX is so cool. So I think that I'll miss that aspect of it, but I guess I could just buy a bigger TV then.
I don't think theaters will go away like 100%. I think you'll still have the high end, like I described, sit down,
Right.
or dinner and a movie experience, recliner, IMAX. I think it's just going to become a little bit more expensive, maybe a lot more expensive, and more, more niche. It's not going to be like you go to the mall and there's a theater with 24 screens and a movie starts every 15 minutes. You can see, it's going to be like more like a concert.
Yeah. I like KJ idea. No mask, no COVID, no assholes. You goddamn right.
Yep.
Thor says no theaters open in California and probably not going to open anytime soon. Shaking my head. Luckily, I saw Wonder Woman 84 last September at a test screening. I missed the theater so much.
Oh, he's one of the test screeners. I heard about that test screening and it did not go good. Thor, I want to know more. Tell me in the chat. PM me. I want to know more.
We saw Wonder Woman?
Yeah, it's a test screening of Wonder Woman.
Oh, he's probably under an NDA. It's okay. Just PM me. I'm going to say nothing. Thor.
Oh my goodness.
I'm looking forward to seeing that Wonder Woman.
I am too. Like that
too.
was one of the movies I was really hyped to see. That Black Widow, not so much. But I think Disney's going to have to just go ahead and bite the bullet on it and say, "Look, we're just going to release on Disney Plus."
I think it's going to happen. If California, New York, pretty much the whole West Coast, New York, all their biggest markets are still shut down next year.
Right.
Which I kind of think they're going to be. I know there's a couple of vaccines. I don't think it matters. I think they'll probably still be shut down, and I think we're going to get those movies on streaming. We're getting Wonder Woman. I think it's just a matter of time until Disney announces Black Widow is coming to streaming.
And if you haven't seen Tenet, this will be a good time to watch it because in the theater, I hope Christopher Nolan fixed that damn audio issue.
Mm-hmm. Hey, now, Fixer Johnson brings up a good point. You can rent theaters now for $100 and have them to yourself. Because me and my old lady are talking about that. Like, hey, $100? I mean, get like 3 friends, and that's the price of a movie. You got the whole theater.
You know what?
That's an idea.
I don't want to be watching the movie then. I'm bringing my system. I'm playing some games on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We playing some Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You know what I find interesting is that Wonder Woman's going to go on HBO Max. You're not going to have to pay $30 for it. But if Black Widow were to go on Disney, they charge you fucking $30 for that shit. That's what I don't understand. It's like, wait a second. HBO Max, I'm just going to get everything because I pay the subscription. Disney Plus is like, ooh, you pay the subscription and we're going to nail you for the movie. or you can wait 3 months and then you'll watch it for free. I think that's bullshit. Like that's kind of bush league on Disney's part.
And I think Mulan was such a massive failure for them in that format, they won't do it again.
Yeah, you're probably right. But a Marvel movie, they might be like, "Ooh, let's try this one more time." And if it fails for Black Widow, they'll probably never do it again. Yeah. I think with a Marvel movie, you're almost like guaranteed like a good turnout just because it's everything they do, people just go see.
For Black Widow, I'll admit it, I'd pay the extra money to watch it.
I don't think I would. Toy Migo says, I think it's still changing. Black Widow is holding up the Disney Plus shows.
Good point. The first one, Scarlet Witch and Vision. Scarlet Vision, whatever. What's it called?
Yeah, WandaVision.
WandaVision.
It's supposed to be dropping in January now, right?
Yeah.
They were saying this year, like I think they were pushing like hard for December, but it got pushed back to January. Even then, like Black Widow is still pushed out to like I think like April anyway. So what's the point of you dropping it in January then December? Unless the only thing I can think of is maybe Mandalorian might be still going on at that point, depending on how many episodes.
I think Mandalorian has. What episode are we on? Have we seen 3 or 4?
They only had today it's 4.
4.
Yeah, there's only 4 episodes left. It'll be done by January.
Yeah,
but the thing is, you gotta remember. They take like it might be so next week. They might not be a new episode because of Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Yeah,
because remember they did that last year. They did last year because they skipped like a week because it was a holiday in between.
That's true, but in December you still have 4 Fridays, maybe 5.
Right.
You have 4. Yeah,
and I'm thinking they want to spread out their hits. They don't want them all kind of clustered together. Because then, like, once you're done watching Mandalorian, you go right into WandaVision. They're like, well, no.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So there it is. Toy Migos in the chat. Falcon and Winter Soldier can't drop until Widow is released. Okay, and I think I know what he's talking about. I have seen some spoilers. And then he said Mando is taking next week off. So we got 2 weeks until, episode 5 of season 2 of Mando. Man, that sucks. Gotta wait 2 weeks.
I told you. That's what they did last year. Because me and Tyler were hot about it last year when we were like, "Yo, why are they doing that?" Like you still showing the episode, but I guess they don't want people to miss it. And like you're not really going to miss it. You're dropping one episode per week, so it's not really you're missing anything.
Yeah, everyone's at home. Come on, Disney. But we do have.
Sorry, real quick. This file said December 10th, Disney investor call will announce window to Disney Plus.
All right.
But why?
Do you actually? I wonder if disavowed. Do you actually know something, or is that a theory?
Could be a theory.
Oh. Here's
I know we want to get to Joe's, but I want to say one more thing on movies. Is I wonder, did you see what they're talking about with bringing Bond to HBO Max?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, because I've been following that because I'm a big like James Bond fan. I follow a lot what they're doing with this movie. Mm-hmm. And they tried to pitch it to Amazon and Netflix, and MGM just wants way too much money for it. But I heard that they're close to a deal with HBO Max because they realize it's like they're in the hole for this movie, and they have to pay insurance based on the loans they took out for the movie. So it's like they're losing like something like $1 million a week just on this movie, like not being in theater. So it would be cool to get that as well.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Ty.
What movie are you talking about?
The new James Bond.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out how they losing money because it's just like in marketing.
The way it happens is you need investors to help with the budget for the movie. So MGM will go to investors and take out a loan from the investor. They'll get that loan. That loan charges interest.
Gotcha.
So because the movie's not out yet, they have to pay interest on that loan. They can't pay it back yet until the movie makes money. So that's why they're losing all this money because MGM isn't like a big rich studio, so they had to take out a bunch of loans and get investors for the Bond movie.
That's weird.
I don't know how accurate this is, but it says Mando is supposed to. The last episode is supposed to air on the 18th. That they are assuming that that next Friday is a new episode. I'm going. This is on Wikipedia.
So, but if they're taking off next week, then let me see what date that'll make it.
Well, then it would.
It would make it until January because the week after that is Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the week after that is the first New Year's Day. So it's either going to wrap up on the 18th or the 8th.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just a weird thing. I don't know. All right, so let's get into some G.I. Joe nonsense that was Fan Friday of this.
Oh shit! Should I make another drink?
I don't know. Yeah. You tell me, sir. You had the platform in this one. I already got my say. I already got what I want to say about this nonsense ready because it's some stupidity here.
Maybe I'll make it after.
I only have one critical thing to say. I'm anxious to hear what you guys have to say.
Bring this nonsense up.
Flint and Lady J, what don't you like about it, Bobby?
Actually, I mean, overall the figures look great. It's very interesting. If you were to take the first wave, second wave, and now this wave, third wave, or this is the fourth wave, and look at the difference based on fan feedback, because these weren't done when Series 1 hit shelves. So they looked at it and were like, ooh, people don't like the gold armor and the space weapons.
Exactly.
If you notice, there's a drastic shift. And you saw that shift in some of the Series 2 figures. And then it got, Zartan came out. Zartan looks good. I mean, Firefly's ridiculous. But then you have these, and they're pretty accurate. I mean, I could definitely nitpick on a few things. It's nice to see that they put double elbows on a female. Take that, Dwight.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's totally awesome. It makes me like, all right, great. So when my females come out and they have double elbows, people are just going to love it. What I don't like is on Lady J, first you had a Marine come out with an Army hat. Now you have an Army Ranger coming out with a baseball hat. Now, I didn't listen to the live stream. I've just seen the pictures, but I've heard some people's comments about him saying that he made some excuse for picking a blue baseball hat. And I was like, there's no excuse you can give for picking a blue baseball hat. It's so out of place on the figure. It just makes no sense whatsoever. And then I heard that he made it seem like making her hair and the hat a separate part was like creating fire. This is what a dumb shit you're dealing with. It's like, this is standard stuff. Like, this is standard stuff that good toy designers have done and just know how to do. And you're like talking about it as if like it was like some hard feat that you had to figure out. Like, no, it's really easy. Their faces look a little weird. Lady J's face looks a little weird. The backpack is nice the way you can fit everything in. I do like that aspect. Now, the one big part about what I am not a fan of, and it goes down to the weapons. The weapons have always been an issue. Granted, I know they can't use realistic weapons. However, and I heard he went on a long speech about how great it was that he made this boomstick. So they're trying to pay homage to Flint's shotgun. He had a pump-action shotgun with no stock on it. Well, you're trying to pay homage to that. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys two different shotguns that they make and the way they're loaded. A normal pump-action shotgun, when you rack the pump down, it opens the chamber. That allows you to fit shells into the tube that's under the chamber. So then every time you rack the pump up, it brings that round into the chamber to fire. So then when you pump again, it ejects the shell, new one comes up. That's a pump action shotgun.
Yep.
Then you have a barrel break, which is by the trigger where the barrel is, it breaks open and you put shells inside. It could be one shell, it could be two shells on top of each other. I have one that's a side by side. that's where you put the shells in, and it can only accept the amount of shells per chamber. Cock it back, fire it, open it up to break the barrel and eject the shells. You cannot make a shotgun that does both of those.
Correct.
It cannot happen.
Correct.
So why would you go out of your way to put this cool barrel break function on this weapon, and then also have a pump action slide on the front? It makes zero sense, like none whatsoever. I know he's probably making fantasy weapons, but the logistics of it just cannot happen. And this is the thing that drives me nuts, that it's just laziness by them on that brand. All you have to do is take 5 minutes to look something up, and instead you don't, and then you make excuses for it being gold when it's not. It's like, stop doing a disservice to fans that know, and just do your fucking job, man. It's
not to mention that it probably costs more money to make it do that.
Exactly.
It looks like there's shotgun shells on the side of the.
Yeah, they're painted on. Yeah, they're painted on.
Okay, so it's, you can't say, I mean, unless the shells are full of lasers, you can't say it's a fantasy laser gun. What I mean,
like that was the first thing I commented to you guys this morning was, this looks great, but somebody doesn't know how a fucking shotgun works.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm glad I got those Mezco weapon packs. I got 3 of them, and I got at least probably twice that coming from Bobby.
And the other thing I'm looking at now. Okay, so you look at Lady J. Look at all the stuff she comes with. Remember when I told you guys about that no royalty and that perceived value that they're cheating you out of? Mm-hmm. Look at what they did to Flint. Flint was basically like, they put Flint on a table, and then they got behind you and they said, "You want Flint?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then they just bent you over, and they were like, "Watch this. You're gonna take it." He's got 3 fucking accessories. He's got a shotgun, a pistol, and his beret that you got out with Beachhead for no reason whatsoever. But now you put it in with the right character. It's like 3 accessories. Okay, he's got a vest. He's got a vest that probably doesn't come off, because God forbid someone know how to make a vest that comes off of a figure. You got 3 accessories. No stand, no extra hands, no extra. Guys, I understand you want this stuff, but please don't buy it just to make them realize that they can't cheat you out of it. Let them know that you are an educated consumer, not just someone who will just eat any bag of dicks they put in front of you.
Dang it.
So it's like, look at that and be like, wait a second. I got to pay $20 for this, and I'm getting 3 accessories? Like, come on, man. Come on. They're cheating, guys. Do you realize what the profit is they're making on that compared to everything else? You guys are getting cheated. Don't do it.
Jay's Fig said, "It's not shotgun shells, it's energy bottles."
Bottled up energy from Cobra. My only gripe is, and Bobby, now that you said that, it makes me really regret I pre-ordered this shit now. Because now I look at Lady J's face. She's got a plain Jane face. Like, looking at her, like, look at that face. And I think that's what bothered me most. Is like, how do you put a cap on a figure? How do you put a cap?
Well, the original figure came with a baseball cap that you couldn't remove.
But that's not I don't have no problem with that.
I don't remember ever seeing her wear a baseball cap on the show. Maybe she did in the comics, but
the vintage figure had a hat on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The vintage figure had a hat, but you couldn't remove it, and I don't remember her ever wearing a hat on the show.
But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. He made it seem like he sat there and thought about, like, how do I put a cap on a figure? I didn't just do this with Gun Ho. No. I didn't just do this with Beachhead. No. How do I put a cap on a figure? Put a cap on a figure. Put a cap on a figure. Got it. We'll sculpt the hair on the cap so you can take her wig off and put another wig on her.
And it works.
It doesn't work because it makes no goddamn sense at all. You could put the fucking cap on her head like it did fucking Gung Ho, like I put that fucking beret on Beachhead. It makes no goddamn sense. How could you sit there and contemplate how do I put a fucking cap on a fucking figure when you just did it twice already in the last previous figures?
Yeah, but her hat would have to be huge.
Yeah,
So she's gonna have a big head.
Oh my God, her hat would be too big.
Yeah, her hat.
Then don't give her the hat. Then don't give her the hat at all. Just give her the plain Jane looking face hair.
I'm fine with the execution. Like I'm fine them doing it. It's like
No.
what I don't. My problem is the hat. It's like, all right, no, it's cool because you want to feel like you're getting more stuff. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna ever put this hair on her, but it's cool to just have it, I guess.
Then it was cool for Beachhead to have that beret with them. Then
That was not cool.
That was
that's not cool for Beachhead to have it.
No.
Well, okay, you have to look at it from the way I look at it. A girl can wear a hat. There's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say she
You
can.
don't wear a balaclava under a beret. You just
Totally.
never in the history of anything has that ever happened. You just don't.
But these are not our G.I. Joes. These are the fantasy G.I. Joes. You can do whatever you want. These are fantasy G.I. Joes. You can do whatever you want, sir. That's what these are. These are fantasy G.I. Joes. These are not the G.I. Joes you grew up and wanted. Again, no. These are the fantasy where you can click your shotgun down and put some bullets in it and click it back up and pump it up like a super soaker. This is fantasy land, sir. This is fantasy land. These are their fantasy Joes, sir. This is what the people want asking for. Hasbro knows what the people are wanting. Fantasy G.I. Joes. Space. Space Cobra Island fantasy weapons of the future. This is what Space Force is all about. Is G.I. Joe action.
Hey, I think there's one thing we can all agree on, and Blake brought it up. He said, I'm just happy these ain't Target exclusives.
It wouldn't even matter. They're already sold out in Pulse. It doesn't even matter.
I bet they were, and they went to Target like, listen, we can't let you have this one.
Yeah, probably.
Target's like, why? They're like, well, come on our live stream and read our chat.
They're both on Amazon.
And what kills me with this too, like they always only show 2 6-inch G.I. Joes out of the whole thing. You have almost like you get more time than almost anybody else. And you show 2 6-inch figures out of that whole time. 2 freaking 6-inch figures.
Because this is probably all they have left except movie figures. They can't show the movie figures left.
Why would Legends time get cut in half? Like, oh, we got to go. They're wrapping this up. Somebody's probably going like, wrap this shit up, B. Wrap this shit up.
Guess when these ship out?
June of next fucking year.
Yep, June. June of next year.
You know what? I'm so angry now. I'm fucking canceling my order on Amazon. Somebody can have that shit. I don't need them anymore. I'm done. I'm done. I said, you know what? I went back on my word and I have to go back. I got to stand firm what I said. I'm done with these fucking G.I. Joes. Zartan and it's the last one I get. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I am done. I am done. This has become nonsense. This is nonsense fantasy world. I didn't know I was playing Dungeons and Dragons G.I. Joe.
By that time, you're going to have boxes and boxes of Action Force figures.
Right. By the time these two fuckers come out with plain Jane J, her face is so freaking plain. Like they couldn't give her no feeling in there. Like she's just like, I'm happy to be a Joe.
Shit, you should be used to it with Marvel Legends.
Right?
Marvel Legends, at least there's some of their faces got a little bit of feeling into them. Somebody put a little rosé on their face. Jane's just like, I'm happy to be a Joe. Yo, Joe, let me throw the spear. No.
Hey, they gave you a biting into a cheeseburger face with Thunderstrike. So that was
at least he's biting to a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
At least I could do something with that. Lady J's just happy to be out, like be made. God damn.
Just
I
wait
didn't
till
think
you
I was
get the
gonna
retro. Woo.
Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm done with Joe's.
Are we even going to cover the 3 3/4 retro?
We have to. We have
Okay,
to.
all right.
We have to. Because
For the I had to say now, Bobby, just remember, spent a lot of money on Action Force. I kind of like these two figures. The weapons are stupid, but I like the actual figures themselves. Now, Bobby,
They look nice.
I spent a lot of money on Action Force. That's all I'm saying.
that's okay. Listen, I said that these figures were good looking figures. Like,
Okay.
you know, they were just the things that I didn't like about them were like fuck, man. But no, they were nice figures. Listen, I said it. Zartan was by far the best looking figure in the whole season. That figure was awesome looking.
I love Zartan. I had no problem with that figure.
That was a very, very well done figure.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, there's a lot of misses in this series.
So
Yes.
it's not really Hasbro's fault. I don't know who drew the original designs for Flint. I just have to comment that his beret is black, but it needs to be green because the flash on the beret is a Special Forces flash. It's not a Ranger flash. I was in 2nd Ranger Battalion. I was in 75th Infantry Regiment, and that's not a fucking regimental flash. That is a Special Forces flash, which is for Green Berets, and we wore black berets.
Oh, I thought you were a Green Beret.
No, I was
Thought you were greedy and lazy.
black berets. Black berets were for Ranger Battalion until the Army decided to give all regular legs, we call them regular soldiers, black berets, and then they went to tan because that's what the British SAS wear. So they modeled themselves after the SAS.
Yeah.
So they all went to tan berets, and Special Forces kept the green.
The British SAS, the tan. This is kind of a tangent.
Correct.
Sorry, but that's what they modeled Luke's Bespin fatigues on, isn't it?
That I don't know.
I thought it was the British. I don't know. Is Michael from Retro Blasting in the chat? He could tell me.
So you tell me.
File card. He was in Special Forces.
Yeah, so they should have given him a green beret and not a black beret. So he's got the right flash on the beret. The beret is just the wrong color.
So you tell me once again, somebody.
So the vintage figure was black also.
Black, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at all the comic book art and all that shit. It's all black.
They
Anyway,
probably didn't care back
tangent.
then. Yeah. No, I mean it makes sense. I can't fault them for. You can't really fault them for because if that's what it was back then, that's what it was back then.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan, do you have the picture of the 3 3/4 inch? Because I don't have those. They're not up on there.
I gotta run and get my charger. You guys start. I'll be back for this shit show.
I do not have them, but you could probably just go to Pulse. Because on the live stream, once they went into 3 3/4, I was like, "Oh, I'm out." And I switched to, I think.
I just stopped watching.
I wasn't watching. I was at work. I was listening.
I wasn't. I fell asleep in the car on this nonsense. Half of this nonsense that they were talking about.
Yeah. And now I just realized. Sorry, I'm on the same tangent. The guy, the black soldier, who wears a green beret. I forget. I remember they just call him. His codename's Ranger. That they fucked up. They should have swapped him, because that guy is supposed to be wearing a black beret and Flint's supposed to be wearing a green beret.
Wow.
You know what? They're not even on Pulse.
Are they Walmart exclusives?
Maybe. That makes sense.
Just Google it.
Yeah. I'm on the Walmart's webpage now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm so out on the 3 3/4. I just don't even. It's like whatever. I've seen them at the store too, and I guess for the 3 3/4 figures that the Baroness is really hard to find. I've seen her like 3 times. I've left her every time. Don't care.
Don't fuck with 3 3/4.
I don't really know anyone that's collecting those.
Yeah, neither do I.
I have the Marvel Universe cosmic characters. I have most of those in 3 3/4, and that's it.
I'm not sure which ones they showed today, so I'll just bring up the page. I have no idea which ones they showed because I stopped watching.
I think I saw someone show a picture of like a Lady J in 3 3/4.
All right, we don't have to go through them if you don't want.
No, I don't know which ones they showed.
There was just a Travis happened.
Oh, didn't they show Duke?
They did.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Lady
That
J.
was the problem.
You can still
like
pre-order.
Looks like Rose Tico in green.
She looks a little bit more Asian as a figure here.
I just meant the clothes.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying like when you look at the figure's face with the black hair, she almost looks a little Asian. But then when you look at the box art, it's just like a whole different person. Like she almost like has red hair instead of black hair.
It's supposed to be brown.
So here's the thing with these retro figures, which I don't know if you guys have followed, but they basically took figures that have been released within the last 6 years and just put them on vintage cards. Changed it. Like only a couple figures have slight changes to them, but they're giving you figures that they gave you multiple times already. So it's not even like a retro execution. But like the Duke they showed today was like this Lady J was probably from I think 2014 or 2015. They showed a Duke from 2007.
Ooh.
There were probably 20 different Dukes done since then that were phenomenal if you're just going to re-release a figure. A Duke figure was released in that same 50th line in 2015. And this is what they gave you, this figure right here. So that harness was one of the first freelance things I ever did for Hasbro. This was back in 2006 because that's a 2007 figure. They took this figure, and that harness that originally came with him back then was like silver because he had a jetpack. Well, the vintage figure wasn't wearing this getup, like this strap. Like, look at the package art. He had a single bandolier that went across his chest, and they gave him this. And I'm just like, it's so lazy. It's so lazy. So today I posted a picture of a Duke that we were working on in 2016 that was finished. The build was updated. The head was new. Everything was done on the figure. And it was never released. And all someone had to do was just do a little bit of research, put like a little bit of effort in. And that's the laziness that you're seeing out of the people working on this brand. And it's so unfortunate that this stuff is getting bought. I mean, for this stuff, the quantities are really low, especially even for classified. So the stuff is flying off the shelves, giving the illusion that it's doing really well. Well, it's doing really well because it's selling through its low quantities. But as far as quantities go, it's low. This isn't like something that they're going to be like, oh, this is amazing. They're going to be happy they sold through their quantity because it was so low. Well, it's like, just put some pride into the work, man. Like, you just phoned it in. And it's like the guy's talking like, I can't stand Lenny, but the other guy, Mark used to work in the model shop, and he was the hand painter for Transformers, like Tony is for Legends. Mm-hmm. And Mark's a great guy. He's fun to talk to. He knows his pop culture and his toys. He's a big time toy guy. But it's like he's working on these retro figures, and it's like, dude, you're just phoning it in, man. Like, you just, oh, what are we gonna do for this Baroness? We'll just take the one from the 50th pack. You want to change anything? Nah, let's just leave her as is. So the Lady J and the Baroness that you're getting in the retro line were in a 2-pack in 2015. So it's like everyone got these figures because they made tons of those 50th figures. So everyone was able to get them. They're easy to get. The secondary market's low on them. Now it's like you're just going to throw them on a retro card, and it's not even the same representation of the figures on the card art. That's the problem. It's like, just, put a little pride into it. Like, you can easily look at the G.I. Joe library and say, all right, we can use these parts and these parts and these parts. Let's freshen it up by using existing parts.
This Duke looks like Gary Busey.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm telling you, 2007. That figure is ridiculously old. There's no reason you should be using a mold from 2007 when you have so much in your library that could be used as a better figure.
Utah, get me 2.
Man, terrible. Like I couldn't believe it. And it's like I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm past mad. I'm just like disappointed. I'm like, how can you guys just like be that lazy?
It hurts. It hurts when you've invested so much time and money into an IP like G.I. Joe or Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And you see these people that don't care about it destroy it. Yeah. Absolutely destroy it.
Yeah.
And if you like the sequel trilogy, that's fine. More power to you. If you like these 3 3/4 Joes, have fun, buy them up. But man, for guys like me and Bobby, this is like heartbreaking. And not so much Joe's for me, but Star Wars.
Sorry, Ty. This is what I was talking about. This is the bullshit I was talking about.
Pre-posed neck, huh?
Why would they do that?
That sucks. Sorry. This makes me really glad that in the 90s I never got into Spawn. It wasn't really on my radar.
So how you feel about those Joes? This is how I feel about this damn figure.
Yeah. It's crazy though, man, because I see so many people they eat it up like I don't even want articulation. I just want a cool looking Spawn. Like they're not action figure collectors, they're Spawn fans or they're McFarlane fans.
There's so many Spawn statues out there that you
I know.
Get.
No, I get it. I get it. Trust me, man. I totally get it. Like people that go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is just heartbreaking because you're thinking like you're getting a regular head to put on there. No, it's just like a full like head and neck peg that is just plugging into the body, and that's it.
Yep.
And there's people that there's people that's happy with that. Okay, that's cool. I can't be happy with that. There's no way I can be happy with that.
Well,
sorry, Cool Tools UK sent it over. He sent over a picture earlier.
Hopefully you'll get your money back or make a little money.
Oh, I will. There's a Spawn collector out there who did not get these and is like, yo, he's selling it. Oh my God, I can have Toddy Mac sign it at the next convention they have. And Toddy Mac will sign it for me. Oh my God. I got all 3. The dude is crazy for selling this shit right here, man.
That was a good like Californian dude accent. That was good.
I wasn't calling California. I'm just going for a regular Spawn collector.
Okay.
Sorry if I offend anybody out there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to bring up this other picture. This is from Plastic Paint, and this is posted by Jezreel. Is it Daniel? Is that say? Yeah, Jezreel. Sorry. And it's the new hand ninja. Makes me kind of disappointed. I ordered 10 of these bad boys.
Hey, it's not too late. You can back out on that. It's not too late.
Man, Jesus, Dante.
Probably be cheaper buying the leg.
Give me your money. I'll kick you in the nuts.
I already gave you my money.
Give me more of it.
Nah, I'm sorry. You're doing fine. I think you're doing fine already without it.
Here, let me. I'll send you the dude's actual Instagram post.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ready. Go.
But yeah, this dude, like these ninjas look sad.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew when we got Mordo they were gonna reuse that fucking body for ninjas.
Mm.
I knew especially the legs.
Yeah, it's too bad. They go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, he's got those tabby boots.
Yeah. They had an opportunity to really, let their line shine, I guess. Maybe one up articulated icons, and I'm not feeling these. Ugh, yeah. Not feeling them.
You know what the sad part is? The G.I. Joe Ninja is 20 times better than what they're showing here. Like, I'm just ready to use the G.I. Joe Ninja as a hand ninja at this point.
It's too bad that articulated icons are so small.
Yeah.
It's not that much smaller, though.
Not that much, but they're also, $40. They might be on sale right now for $36. That's still a lot. That's a lot of money for an army builder.
Right. Which I can understand why people will want the hand ninja. It is cheaper to, army build with that than, paying like 25 to 40 some odd dollars for a figure.
Yeah, but look how high up his head looks on the Marvel Legend, and his shoulders look like, he's just kind of like super slouching, or his shoulders look too low. It just looks really wonky. Like the parts don't go together.
And who painted the eyebrows? He just looks so sad. He's like, "Why did you make me?" He looks like, what is it? Like almost like every Frankenstein movie is like, "Why did you do this to me? Why did you build me like this?" That's how he looks. He looks like, "Why'd you make me?" He's like, "Master, why'd you make me like this? I don't want to be alive. I don't." That's what.
Do any of you guys own the AI ninjas?
Yeah,
I have some.
I have the ninjas alone. I probably have 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Different colors. I think I have 6 of the red, 7 or 8 of the black, couple tan, couple gray.
I took advantage of that good sale they had. Like, what was it, like last Christmas or something like that, last winter?
Yeah.
They put like everything on sale, like really cheap.
Yeah.
I got like the deluxe, like white ninja, really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you have the AI ninjas, you don't really need to get these, depending on how many you have. I mean,
honestly, I might just sell these off at this point. I just want the Stiltman legs. That's all I care about at this point.
You really want a Stiltman with that many legs?
You know what? I don't come in your collection. Knock down your figures. Don't come in my collection.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That same dude on Instagram showed that if you put just the foot portion of the Stiltman, there you go, right there with Miles. It just sucks that they didn't. Like, why wouldn't you plan for him to be a regular, like, 6 foot tall dude? You know what I mean?
That looks hilarious.
So you can only have him in stilt version.
Yeah, he's either really short or really tall. Like, why did you do that?
I'm done. I am so done at that.
Yeah, so the chat is going off about the articulated icons and the price, and I agree. I got most of mine when they were down to $20 each.
I think people were more mad because of the price, and then like everybody kept getting them, and they broke on them. That was a problem. Like, a lot of people got them, and they were breaking on them.
Of all the icons I got, I did have 2 of them break, but I'll hand it to the Fwoosh. They sent me new ones and let me keep the broken ones.
Yeah, I have none of mine have broken. I think I had one broken piece that came, shipped or out of the package. It was already, it wasn't me handling it. It was already. Mm-hmm. It might have been like a hand or something. And then but I have had the Figma Ninja. I have had one of those break on me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and Unboxing Art mentioned the hips on the articulated icons. And that's true. That's one of the parts that broke on me. Now the new colors, they have fixed that issue. They had a really like soft kind of flexible plastic for the ball pegs on the hips on the first release, and the newer ones they're solid.
Yeah, and see, Dan can't get them because he said the import. I know he was talking about it yesterday on the show. He said the import tax on them bad boys was ridiculous.
Dan, who wants me to send him some? He said I'm being greedy. Man, I paid for those, man.
Yeah.
All right, hit me up, man. Maybe you'll get something in the mail. Nah,
Look,
you
Dan,
won't.
if you want my ninjas, you can have them. You can have some of them. I'll split half of them with you. Like I'll take 5. You can have 5.
I think he's talking about the AI and ninjas stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still gonna charge you a lot of import tax. Dan, don't do it.
Dante's going to send you half of his articulated icon, so he just said it. I heard it.
I said the hand ninja, so I ain't saying no articulated icons.
Oh, okay.
There you go. See, there you go. Starting trouble. See, I painted you as a good guy. Look what you did now. Made me turn a liar. No, honestly, I bought an articulated. I bought a Solitaire for somebody, and the first thing that happened to me when I moved it, the arm fell right out. Was not too pleased. That's why I was so hesitant to buy them. Like, wow, if I could buy this off of somebody and the arm freaking falls right out, we got a problem.
Did you email him and get a new one?
We won't go into that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my experience with QC issues with those, just email them. They like no hassle, nothing, and like in 2 or 3 days, I had a new Ninja on my porch.
206 Toy says, I understand why they were so expensive, at least at the time of the Kickstarter. It's a combination of tooling being expensive and lower quantities being produced, unlike mass-produced Marvel Legends. I can understand that. I'm fine with that. I understand that fully. I completely can get behind that. But
I mean, you could be, that was one time where it was good to be somebody who waited for them to go on sale, because I was the highest tier of backer when they first went up on the Kickstarter. So I paid quite a bit and I got a lot of them.
Yeah. Yep.
So I got a lot of money tied into those.
Still to you. All right. I forgot the other thing we were supposed to talk about.
You wanted to talk about comics.
We can wait till the next episode to talk about that. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. I hit the wrong thing on my phone. Damn it. Then there was a Ghost Rider that went up from Mexico for $240. That's a pass for me.
Wow.
They haven't even. Yeah. But they didn't even show the bike. I mean, they show him on the bike, but it's like it's a cropped shot.
Well, here's what they do. Once it goes up for pre-order, then you'll see the pictures. But if you stop to look at the pictures, you might miss out on it because it might just sell out.
Yeah.
So it's like, luckily that one's a pass for me. I'm not $240.
$240. I better be able to get on a bike with him and tear up the streets.
Yeah, and keep in mind, if you're in Washington, that's 10% tax. Yep. So you're looking at $264, and then Mezco usually charges about
$15 for shipping.
On the low end, 20 to ship to me sometimes. Yeah, so I'm not going to spend nearly $300 for the.
You should have got another Sentinel for all that.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I'm not getting the Ghost Rider. Plus, I'm happy with my Marvel Legends one. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it. I think RG was saying, and Born Hulu's also saying, like, that's another Hot Toys. That's a little. How much was a Judge Dredd when that came out on that bike?
I know when Mezco first came out, they were $60 for the 112.
Right.
And they started ticking up, to $80, and now they're $90.
But there was one that came out with the bike, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, how much was that?
Yeah, one? I don't remember. I didn't buy that. I don't know.
I think yeah.
So maybe someone on the chat will tell us.
Do you remember
I'm guessing like 150.
Yeah, so I'm trying to understand why is this 240 then? Like, he must come a mad bunch of accessories.
You know what?
That's the only thing.
Accessories and light up, I'll tell you why. It's because these companies look at the secondary market prices. They see these figures selling for double and triple what retail was, and they're like, we're giving money away.
Yeah.
And so the price starts going up.
Mm-hmm. Paul says that Judge Dredd bike was like 110 or 120.
Yeah.
Just for the bike?
Yeah, I thought he came with the bike as well, because at
There
a
was-
later point in time you could buy the bike separately.
Yeah, there was several different releases of that Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Okay.
said, yeah, fig in the bike. Yeah, he
Yep.
said the figure in the bike.
And see,
You know-
to me, that's a reasonable price. I might
sorry.
jump in.
Sorry,
at
boxing.
that.
Sorry.
Ryan, to what you're saying, it's like, have you seen the way Mythic Legions, the Four Horsemen, does that line? It's like they do really, really short prints of those waves, and then they're selling for like quadruple on the secondary market. And I never understood why they didn't change the way they do it. It's like, I know you're doing like just the like a pre-order for, the figures made to order, but it's like, why not like keep a little bit, like, do like 5-10% extra for you to sell on your own, because some dude's getting $200 for a figure that you're only getting profit of for $30. So
I don't know. It seems like Jordans are the same way, right?
yeah,
Why not mass produce Jordans and put them in, like, I was going to say Walmart, but but I think the
exclusivity, sure, but
yeah, that's what yeah.
I'm just trying to. I understand. So, like Art saying, it made me have light up and sound, but damn, even the Judge Dredd lit up has sound too, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, what makes this want to be like make you want to spend $250 on this when you already did the same thing, but you're coming at a higher price.
I like the lights. You can keep the sound. I don't want to pay extra for sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the majority of Mezco collectors are probably, they're collectors. They're putting them on their shelf, but a lot of them are photographers. You don't get sound in a photograph.
No.
What's the sound for?
Yeah. Just for you to, I mean, every once in a while I'll press Galactus back there to hear him talk every once in a while, just to hear him, see if the batteries need changing or not. That's about it.
I touch my Infinity Gauntlets all the time just to make them like power up. That's cool sound.
He's like,
but
take over the world with action force, and he starts snapping his fingers.
The props make sense because if you're going to cons and you're bringing them, as part of your cosplay, that makes sense. I mean, this is just for me for toys. I don't want them to make sound.
What the only thing I say that is because the reason for it, I bought. So in my kit, and like I kind of understand like maybe some sound, because when they came out with Galactus for the Marvel Universe, that was like a kind of decent sized Galactus you can put with your figures.
Yeah,
but he did have sound with them, so you're like, oh well, I'm getting the sound anyway. But he's still like a decent figure I could put with my Marvel Legends.
And
so,
the Marvel,
you get the itch. That's what I'm saying. You'll get the itch, just to you're like, all right, let me see how this thing. Let me just see, and then you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, and you'll come back around like maybe later on or a week or a month later, and you're just like, let me go ahead and see if this thing still lights up. That's when you'll be like, you think you're checking for the batteries, but you're just like, they got me with these lights. They got me a little bit with these lights.
Wait, unboxing art. The Judge Dredd with bike is still on BBTS, or
wow.
that must have been a while ago. You got it for $168.
Wow, if it's still on there.
If it's still on there for that price, I'm not a huge Judge Dredd fan, but
I do. I had the figure. I don't have the bike, but I had the figure. I wasn't paying that much for the bike.
I don't see it.
He said, then the battery leaks. It ruins the figure.
Yeah, don't leave batteries in your figures on the shelf.
Galactus has been holding up.
Well,
I don't know.
Judge Dredd statue.
Yeah, that's all I see.
Kevin Johnson said sold out.
Yeah.
I guess I know, Ty, you wanted to talk about Anthony Customs' figure.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Anthony Customs got his own figure line. I don't remember what it's called.
Rival Heroes or Rival?
Let me check. But they look pretty good. I know you were complaining that
It's not a complaint. I would like it to have butterfly joint if you're gonna do that.
yeah, and he showed that you can pose. I don't know how much time he spent trying to get it into that pose, but you can have it holding both the sword with both hands, and it looks really good. I mean, I agree. It would be nice. Anthony.
Don't get me wrong. The figures do look good. I would just like to see some butterfly joints on it. That, to me, I think would give him a little bit more range in the arm, like in the shoulders and arms. That would make a little bit of sense.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it is. And I guess I understand, he's doing it under his own, out of his own pocket.
Rival Collectibles.
Yeah, I thought I saw a video where he showed the range in the shoulders, and it was pretty good for not having butterfly joints.
Yeah,
that's what Trevor in the chat said too.
Yeah, what I really appreciate about these is that he's got hands. They're like ninja, like cyborg ninja, like what is it called? Like cyberpunk ninjas, and the sword holding hands, they go up and down instead of in and out. And that's one thing that's really disappointing about Marvel Legends half the time. I mean, majority of the time we get a hinge that goes in and out, which is not useful for majority of the poses.
Hey, Dante, I'm sharing my screen with the Rival Collectibles. Go ahead, Todd.
And then the neck, he does a really awesome range of motion with a double ball peg. What Legends is trying to do, but they're failing miserably at, by having, not having enough range, not making the dumbbell joint, long enough so that you can actually move it, back and forth inside the neck, and then also have the head have enough range. He does not have upper thigh swivel, but there's a lot of range in that hip joint. So he's basically going like the SHF route.
The sculpts look really solid. They look good.
Yeah. They're going to be expensive. I think he said they're shooting for like a $40 price point. So
yeah, I think he's 50.
I didn't think he said a price in there.
No, he said it in one of his videos. I think they might be getting pushed up closer to 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Making toys ain't cheap, man.
I understand that, but $50, it gotta come with a lot of accessories for that.
Just wait. By series through, I'll up my figures to 50. I'm just trying to get you guys locked in now. So that's when Series 3 comes, and I jack it up. You're like, I'm already 2 series in. I gotta get it now.
He's coming up with Fady J, not Lady J, but it's Fady J. She's got the fade cut.
I would like to see him work on a Mortal Kombat line. Just by looking at these, they look really good.
So you want him to work with McFarlane?
No, Storm Collectibles. But I like Storm Collectibles the way they are. But I mean, I'm just saying.
No problem with Storm Collectibles.
I'll give credit. Them. I know people have their opinions about Anthony's customs, and that's fine. I have my opinions, but I credit where credit's due. These look pretty damn good.
I think where was the comment? I just seen it. Hold on.
So wait, I was never familiar with Anthony's customs. He just did custom figures, and now he's doing his own line.
He is a YouTube toy reviewer. He's been around a long time, kind of like Shartimus. Okay. But he is very critical of the figures he reviews, which that's fine.
But sometimes it can be overcritical. I think that's the issue.
Overly critical.
Yeah.
You mean like me with G.I. Joe?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think you're overly critical. I don't necessarily think Anthony's Customs is overly critical, especially if he can deliver a really good product that has none of the issues that he always points out with other lines. If he can do that, like I said, credit where credit's due.
See,
that's all I'm saying.
This is the thing.
I'm not saying he's a good person. I don't know him.
I'm not. No, it's not even that. It's just I wish him all the best with this. $50 is kind of high if that's the price point, and if that's what he has to make it at, then so be it. I'm not mad at that. But for me, it's kind of a little bit high in my wallet.
Somebody will buy them.
And I'm sure they will.
Hey, bring up Art's comment. Sorry.
He's going to what, this one here?
That is, yeah. He said he hated Storm, then he gets free figures, and now he loves them. Yeah, okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
If Hasbro sent me free G.I. Joes, I still wouldn't like them.
Right. It's like the problem is with this.
I have morals and standards.
Yeah. My other thing is this: if he can get the factory to make them like he's saying that he's going to have them made, okay, then that's great. But if he can't get the factory to make them like he wants them to, it's going to be a problem.
Well, I also find it interesting, like, it's amazing how, it's very easy to be critical when somebody else is making it.
Right.
But when you're making it, he's, I won't say making a lot of excuses, but kind of overlooking a lot of things. Like, he's been in the past very critical about like the knees not having like sculpted texture, that just being smooth. Like when you expose the joint, and his prototypes are that same way. It's like you're starting to realize, like, oh shit, if I do that, it's going to cost more money.
Right.
So,
see, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, because that creates a slide in the mold, and that's the thing. Like I've had to kind of make comments like that with people. Like someone will say, "Oh, why don't you just do this?" And I'm like, "Well, you can't because of this." And then they're like, "Oh, okay, I didn't think of that."
Yeah, I mean, the fancier the figure, the more expensive it's going to cost.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And that's what I think he's going to run into. That's the issues I feel he's going to run into is like he's going to have to take something off.
Well, I think initially he was going to have butterfly joints. Yeah, in fact, I'm almost positive he did. And then once he's found out how expensive it was, he's like, "Nah, I can't do that."
Okay, then I take back my comment. Then that makes sense. Okay, if he already looked into it and seen it, and he's like, okay.
When I did that vote for the butterflies, because I don't tend to like butterfly joints, so I did that fan vote on like if they wanted it, and I ended up changing the line to butterfly joints. But secretly, I was like, "Ooh, I hope they don't say butterflies, because then I got to pay for that." That's what happened.
Yeah, it's going to be a slippery slope because I think he's kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with his reviews. And it's just going to be a slippery slope. I'm really, because I know a lot of people like you guys saying like it looks really good. And I admit it does look great. I have no problem with saying that they look great. They look like great figures, but these are just prototypes.
Now, here's my thing when it comes to YouTube reviewers. You can have guys like Anthony's Customs. And by the way, I'm not defending him. He's overly critical, right? He's going to point out every little thing. What you can look past, right? What you like. If you like it, you'll buy it. But then there's the guys that come across as disingenuous. Like they get all this free product and everything's wonderful. They love it all. I mean, what kind of reviewer do you want? I mean, honestly, we all want a super honest reviewer that gives their opinion, right? We don't want a shill, right? So it's hard to find someone with that good balance, because some of these guys are relying on their sponsorships for their income to feed their families, right? And then there's the guys that come across douchey because they're overly critical. So I don't know.
Then you can find a balance because game reviewers do it. Like there's some YouTubers who are game reviewers who can find a balance. And you look how many people are working on the game. Like you're talking about years of development on a game.
Yeah.
And somebody can come and shit on that so hard. And everybody just goes with the flow.
Yeah. The balance can be achieved. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Action figure expert made a good point. Like the first person that gets to review these, woo, it's gonna get juicy. That's why I was like, listen, man, I'm gonna be afraid to watch reviews of my stuff. Because it's like, listen, I know that I'm critical of things, but also like you never know. It's like 100 people can like it, but then 2 people might not like it. And those 2 people, like they could have a loud voice, or they could, you know, like you always hear the loudest person in the room. So you know, it's going to be hard. I'm probably not going to watch any reviews on the figures just because, you know.
There you go. Dance like Bobby wants me. I'll spread the good word of Action Force. There you go.
Shoot me a message. We'll talk.
He's like,
I could be bought.
He'd be like, hey, it's Dan who. Yeah, I got my Action Force here. I got my Action Force figures. I'm ready to do this review. Let's get into it. He's going to start rhyming about him. He's going to have a whole rap about him. Like, Action Force here. Action Force here. AF.
I like all the reviewers in the chat. I'll review them, Bobby. Send them to me.
Hey, you know what?
I'm taking bribes.
This one hits the hardest. Hold on.
I'm not a reviewer, but I'll become a reviewer to
right.
review them. Bobby, come on.
I think this one hits the hardest. The Mighty Most Jeff says, all this talk about reviewers makes me miss Glenn Webb.
Yes.
Who's Glenn Webb?
Oh, man. Glenn Webb was so awesome.
Check out his YouTube channel. All his videos are still up. He's OG, man. Him and Shartimus and there's like 2 others that started out early, like 08, 09.
Yeah.
Glenn Webb, no one can do what he did. He was great.
Great. Like there was nobody out there like him. Like he had the upbeat attitude and
a great sense of humor.
Yeah, he was so funny, man. He passed away about 4 years ago. Yeah. Three or 4. Yeah, but Bobby, it's worth your time. Just search Glenn Webb on YouTube.
Yeah, I got his page up now. So
there you go.
To it and...
I think the last wave he reviewed might have been the Juggernaut wave.
Yeah, it is. I got it up now. It is the Juggernaut wave.
Yep.
Yeah. His reviews were hands down the best. I loved it. I will always wait for like his review to come up before I watch anybody else's.
And he was a really good customizer.
Yes, he was. I think him and Craig used to collaborate on a lot of stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, man. Yep. Everyone in the chat, they all know Glenn Webb, and they're all right on.
Dan, who says Bobby, treat yourself. Honestly, so entertaining. Yeah. Even disavows like I watch this Nick Fury review a few times a year. My Moses like bounce review.
A few times a year. I'll watch the Nick Fury one if they say they watch it a few times a year.
Because he had his like when you listen to him just talk, he's thrilling. He makes you want to sit there and watch the whole video from beginning to end.
I really liked it. Sorry, go ahead.
It's just this enthusiasm about it. Even if he really didn't like it, you can still hear his enthusiasm about the figure.
Yeah. And he had really well produced segments or videos at Action Figure Evolution. He was British.
Yes.
So Action Figure Evolution. They're great.
We have all the old like Toy Biz versions like even the 4 and 5 inch figures, and then show you.
Mhm.
Yeah, when he did Wolverine, he started at Secret Wars Wolverine, which is pretty much the first Wolverine figure. And then he went through the Toy Biz years and up to Hasbro. It was cool.
Unboxing Art said that's why I enjoy Dan Hu reviews, because he gives me those same feels. Look at you,
Yep.
Dan. You're making a difference in the community, Dan.
So wait, is unboxing just trying to butter Dan up to me? So that
Yes.
He's like, so you gonna go ahead and send me that Action Force figure, son? That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that was awesome.
So
Hey.
before we end the show, because I know we're getting there, right?
Yes.
There was a picture posted in the Plastic and Paint group that I have to share because this is real. This is legit. You go to your Pop Finder, search for a figure, and it says this: please stop being rude to employees.
Wow.
That is like someone posted this in Plastic and Paint. I forget who it was. Todd, do you remember?
No.
Okay, so then I went on. I was like, this can't be real. So I went on Pop Finder and searched for the Rogue figure. Sure enough, this is what it says. And this is the only figure I checked, so I don't know if it's like every item you search for on Pop Finder.
Pretty sure it is everything.
Okay.
The thing is that they had to put this on there. It makes no sense at all.
Well, people are rude to employees.
I know that, but the thing
Yeah.
is that Pop Finder actually had to put it on their fucking website to say this to people when they look up the figure.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, Toys R Us was on BrickSeek. And then something happened, and Toys R Us was like, hey, don't put us on your website no more. And you couldn't look up stuff for Toys R Us on BrickSeek. So maybe Pop Finder was getting heat from Walmart and Target. And so they put in this.
I can understand that because, and I'm telling you probably what happened. It's probably the fucking G.I. Joes that started this shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, exactly that's what started this shit, because those G.I. Joes were out of fucking control at that time.
Yep.
And that's probably why.
Also, if you're watching a Hasbro live stream, don't troll in the chat because they will put you in a timeout. I know from experience today, because I put this comment here: buy Valiverse Action Force figures. They'll never be Target exclusives. I was putting that in the chat on the Hasbro Pulse live stream.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah, I can do a little bit of trolling, but as you see in the next picture, right here at the bottom, you have been placed in timeout by the owner of this video or moderator.
You and a couple other people.
Yeah, they put me in a timeout for talking about, and I know it was Lenny. Lenny did it. He was mad.
He's like, this motherfucker right here. Well, go ahead. Time out for this motherfucker.
Someone told me that when he was talking about Lady J, he said Lady J is ready for action. And I was like, oh, he's plugging my line.
She's ready for some Action Force, or her face doesn't look so sad.
I hope someone yells at him about that. I hope someone's like, you said that? You can't say that.
I don't know.
Now notice how I troll. Okay, I was only promoting my friend's company. I was not telling Hasbro that they're douchebags. I wasn't saying that they should all die and go to hell. All I was saying was buy Valiverse. That's the proper way to troll.
But I bet the people saying die and go to hell were not banned at all.
No, probably not. Yeah, no. Just the Valiverse comments got banned.
Yeah.
Now, later on in that stream, I was able to go back in and repost. So I was literally in a timeout. I don't know how long it lasted, a few minutes. But yeah, so that was my story for today.
I just want to make a comment about butterfly joints because everybody goes, everybody appreciates them, but if they're not done well, there's no point, because this motherfucker has got butterfly joints and they're almost ineffective. I mean, I'm looking at Bobby's Instagram, and he's showing the butterfly joints on the Valverse figures, and the figure can put his hands together. He can, grip the pistol with two hands, and this guy couldn't do that to save his fucking life. The only way he can do it is if he's doing it over his head, and it's still not even really that possible.
Look at the figure that you're holding. They had to make that
one of
dude
the first
twice.
things I noticed on the classified figures was how poor the butterfly joints function.
Yeah, that's like as good as it's gonna get on him.
But they made that figure twice. That's the problem. They made it fucking twice, and they still get it wrong 2 times.
Well, 3 times if you count
Gung Ho.
Gung Ho.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I do love the abdominal articulation is fantastic.
He's gonna work in that booty.
But why put a fucking butterfly joint on there if it's almost ineffective? I mean,
I think there's a very fine line between too much of the pectoral muscle being gone in the sculpt and having a good range.
Yeah.
It's probably hard to find a good balance there.
You know what I did notice is that when you look on a Legends butterfly, it's like the pec muscle follows the contour of the pec and then into the shoulder. So it's kind of round on the top and the bottom. The G.I. Joe ones are flat on the bottom, and the Fortnite figures were the same way. And it always bothered me when I was working there. I was like, why are you guys doing this? Why are you making them flat? Like, follow the curvature of the detail, because you could still, it doesn't affect the range of motion. So I'm kind of like figuring out why they do it that way and why the Fortnite figures are doing it. It's like, were they copying the Fortnite figures? I don't believe it's at the Fortnite factory, but you never know.
I mean, granted, this dude's got much smaller pecs, but that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spidey can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, if I have a military action figure that holds guns, I want him to be able to double grip that pistol,
And
right?
and that was the reason why I did it. It's like with pistols, you have to have a combat grip,
Right.
So I was like, this. I can't have a figure that's got his elbows cocked out and he's standing like this. Like, that's just silly.
I want him to be like Metal. I want him to be like Solid Snake. Had that CQC action going on.
Yeah. Daredevil can do it.
Deadpool.
I'm sorry, Deadpool.
I was gonna let you. I was like, okay, maybe just he didn't know. He's like Daredevil. Okay. All right, folks, we're gonna get out of here. Couple channels to check out if you haven't checked them out. Dan Who, Toy Amigos, Unparalleled Universe, Just Jay Hernandez,
Unboxing art,
Toying Around. Anybody else I'm missing offhand?
Dan Who?
I did say Dan Who.
Okay.
Articulated.
Yes,
Articulated.
I guess from last week.
Yes. Check them all out. If I'm missing anybody, I do apologize. Yes. Also, I will be starting to stream video games on here, and that will be every Wednesday night. So if you like to see some Call of Duty, some Ghost of Tsushima, just see some video games to stream, have a good time, definitely check us out. I will be doing that on every Wednesday with some buddies of mine online, and we'll be shooting some people with some real guns that Activision actually did the research on. The shotgun that actually does what a shotgun's supposed to do. Weapons that actually real weapons in the real world that actually make sense for people who are using them.
If you're gonna plug your other show, me and Ryan are plugging ours.
No, this is going to him. No, it's not no other show. And yes, Dan. Well, Dan, we're at 67 wins right now for Warzone. So we've won every day this week. So we're higher. Yeah. So join us if you like to. There is no episode next week. No. Everybody's gonna have Thanksgiving wherever they're gonna have it.
But Monday night we will have Mando
yes
review up. we will go live at 6 p.m. Pacific to review the latest episode of The Mandalorian, which is another excellent episode, in my opinion. We'll talk about that Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, because this week was a great episode.
It was excellent.
Freaking tastic.
And then no Infinity Equation, but Thursday, which is the Thanksgiving holiday here in the States. In the UK, it's just Thursday. So I will be on with Dan Who Reviews on his live stream at 12 p.m. Pacific. In the UK, I think it's 8 o'clock at night. Dan Who in the chat?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm excited. Thanks, Dan, for inviting me on.
Yes, it was a good time with Dan. Yes, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Yes, have a good Thanksgiving. Be safe out there on Black Friday. Hopefully, you just buy your stuff online and not have to go out there and fight with any crowds or get into arguments with the employees who are working, who should be home. But, what do I know in this corporate world? I work for Valaverse. I'm waiting for my checks because I do their IT support. I don't get no royalty figures. I just do to fix the computers. That's all I do. Make sure the servers are running for the website. Wait for my royalty check there. Yeah. It's not right, Bobby. Make sure that internet keeps working.
Sounds about right.
Yes, as Ginger Hitman says, don't go out. Just
No.
Kind of be smart about it. If you can, just get it online. I know you might not want to order from Amazon. I know you might not want to fight with Target or Walmart or any of those other websites, but just be safe. Just be safe about it. That's all I can say. Other than that, for Laser Pants Rectangular, for Bobby, Mr. AKA Valaverse, champion of the Nexus realm of real guns and who should have them.
We were going to have a live demonstration. Bobby was going to show how shotguns actually work, but then we looked up YouTube's terms of service.
I asked the guys, I said, can I have a prop on the show? Because I have both a barrel break, side-by-side coach gun, and a small pump action.
Yeah.
And I was going to show the difference, but I had to, just explain it instead.
Yeah, we would not probably be they said no live streams with that. So that would have been going against YouTube's regulations, and we probably would not be in here anymore. Probably next week you won't see anything. They'll be like, oh, fuck these dudes. Kick their channel off. So y'all stay safe out there. Have a good Thanksgiving. And wow. And we'll see you on in 2 weeks' time. Later.